Poet Nouri Sardar says, beneath the moon, beside the Euphrates river. Beneath the moon, besides the Euphrates river, crouches the moon, thirsty in his palm's water. Beneath the moon, besides the Euphrates river, crouches the moon, thirsty in his palm's water. Crouches the moon, with water in his palms, ready to sip, to replenish the sleeping lion's power. Catches his eye drawn in the reflection of what he holds. Water so clear, yet this picture is clearer. A child born for a purpose. A child born for a purpose that is softly whispered into his ear by the voice of his mother. When you are thirsty, O child, when you are thirsty, O child, and raise in your palms water, the thirst of your brother and his daughters remember. And so he throws back the water. And so he throws back the water. A child born for a purpose that is softly whispered into his ear by the voice of his mother. When you are thirsty, O child, and raise in your palms water. When you are thirsty, O child, and raise in your palms water, the thirst of your brother and his daughters remember. So he throws back the water. So he throws back the water. And the crouching moon rises from one knee as the standard bearer. So he throws back the water, and the crouching moon rises from one knee as the standard bearer. When remembered is the message of Hussein, recalled is Abbas and evoked is his name, the father of virtues, the peak of valor, and for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame, forever immortal and undying flame. When invoked is his name drawn upon the mind. When invoked is his name drawn upon the mind, is an immortal lesson of brotherhood. Unbearable to him was his brother's thirst. Unbearable to him was his brother's thirst. It tormented him even in childhood. To find the greatness of Abbas, turn your gaze. To find the greatness of Abbas, turn your gaze to Hussein's broken back when alone he stood. When invoked is his name drawn upon the mind, is an immortal lesson of brotherhood. Unbearable to him was his brother's thirst. It tormented him even in childhood. To find the greatness of Abbas, turn your gaze to Hussein's broken back when alone he stood. An immortal love that stands the test of time, and still there together enshrined beside shrine. And to this Safa he stands guarding Marwa, and for Hussein's message the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame, forever immortal and undying flame. Yes. Admired is his courage. Admired is his courage, his valor adored. His protective heart within him a mountain. His protective heart within him a mountain. It surrounds his women. It surrounds his women, a veil of zeal, one of a lion only he could contain. If Zainab walks, If Zainab walks, he circles her on his horse, a custodian of the sweetest fountain. His courage adored whilst his zeal brings fear. The eyes of Yusuf, but with a lion's glare. The eyes of Yusuf, but with a lion's glare. What lion takes pride in guarding a flower? What lion takes pride in guarding a flower? And for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame. Forever immortal and undying flame. Yusuf's beauty surrenders itself to him. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yusuf's beauty surrenders itself to him, caresses his face an immortal moonlight. He towers above all. He towers above all, a mountain of gold, protecting his sister, a pillar of light. The feathers of his helmet bow to his eyes. The feathers of his helmet bow to his eyes to witness the moons that abide in his sight. His face lights up darkness, an angelic moon. Coupled with his height, he stands up a beacon, a carving of gold for each admirer, and for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame, forever immortal and undying flame. The moon rests itself beside the river bank. Within his hands the sweetest of water streams. Yet in it he sees Hussein and his daughters, and boils his blood the children's voiceless screams, and rises water in the hands of the moon. Return to its place and shattered are its dreams. And so he rises, the father of virtues. When deeds want to blossom, Abbas they pursue. And as he rides out, calls his name the water. And for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame. Forever immortal and undying flame. His dome glistens whilst bathed by an ancient sun. He welcomes his lovers with an open door. His dome glistens whilst bathed by an ancient sun. He welcomes his lovers with an open door. They come feeding his thirst with a stream of tears. They come feeding his thirst with a stream of tears. And for their desires, Abbas they implore. And not by God does he turn one away. And not by God does he turn one away. He adores his lovers as him they adore. He lives immortal and undying fire. And for his lovers adore to desire the prince to the king of the land Karbala. The prince to the king of the land Karbala. And for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame. Forever immortal and undying flame. His dome glistens whilst bathed by an ancient sun. He welcomes his lovers with an open door. They come feeding his thirst with an open stream. And for their desires, Abbas they implore. And not by God does he turn one away. He adores his lovers as him they adore. He lives immortal and undying fire. And for his lovers, adore to desire. He lives immortal and undying fire. And for his lovers, adore to desire. The prince to the king of the land Karbala. And for Hussein's message, the standard bearer, forever immortal and undying flame, forever immortal and undying flame. Many thanks to the poet Nouri Sardar. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.